Welcome to Knife Thoughts. This video, as you can probably tell, is going to be an unboxing, but it didn't have the company's name or address on the box here, or I guess I should say bag, so you might not be able to tell who it's from. Well, this is going to be a knife from Vosteed, and I recently did a review of this knife. This is the Mini Labrador, so I thought I would use this knife to open up this new knife here. So let me cut that open. I'm gonna take a look at what's inside exactly. And here is what we have. So first of all, I was surprised by how hefty this box felt, or at least the box was in the bag. And you can see that this is not really a new model from Vosteed, but one that's been around for a while. And it's one that I've actually been interested in checking out. Looks like I do need to use the knife again here to open the box, or cut open the tape on the box. But let's get this thing open. Maybe. I always struggle with these type flaps here. But I think Vosteed has actually moved away from using these tins, but I'll tell you what, these tins are nice. So apparently maybe these are new old stock, not that old of course, because it's a relatively new model knife, whatever, but new old stock, and you still get the nice tin box. I hope that this is big enough. I've actually been wanting to get like a tin pencil case, but don't want to buy one, so I might try to use this. But you can see, open this up. Inside you have a bag and a little insert here. It's the guarantee, some info on how to maintain it, all that kind of good stuff there. But this, as you can see, is the Thunderbird. And so first of all, this is a patch. That's a nice patch. It's always nice to get patches. I also like that this is a patch. I actually have one of these patches on my EDC pouch that I carry in my backpack with me, that's got pliers and scissors and a flashlight and all that kind of stuff. So it's nice to get those patches. I know a lot of people really like them, and you can stick that on your backpack or your EDC pouch or whatever. And it also comes with a sticker. That's an intense looking sticker. Look at that Thunderbird with its red eyes and the skull. So very intense. And then a microfiber cloth. So nice package. That's one thing when I first got to check out Vosteed knives. I thought that they did a really great job of putting together a nice package. This is also a nice zippered pouch. This is different than ones I've seen before from Vosteed. It looks nice and sealed there, which is different than, like, for example, a Civivi one. But here is the knife. So the Thunderbird is a relatively larger knife for Vosteed, or from Vosteed, and it's one that has, like some of their other knives, a lot of opening methods. So you can see you've got a back flipper, a front flipper that's going towards a top flipper, but I would still call it a front flipper, and you have this opening hole, which I'm sure you can do both a thumb and a middle finger flick open. You can see it has this really cool type of G10. I'm actually forgetting what this is called, and I don't know that it says it on the box, but it is really cool. I had one knife from Vero with this type. I think it is a type of G10, or at least that type of material, but again, to be completely honest, I'm forgetting exactly what it's called, but it's very cool. It has kind of a, I don't know, futuristic type look to it to me. You can see that it has a reversible deep carry clip. Interesting, what looks like copper backspacer. I wasn't actually aware of that. So that's a cool thing there. And a little bit of milling on the handle. So let's go ahead and open it. I think I'm gonna go back flipper first. You can see it's a button lock here. There we go. So it's a pretty strong detent, and I imagine that that's to facilitate all of the different opening methods. But let's see the closing. Very smooth. So smooth that I'm gonna check to make sure that it's tight, that there's no blade play. I'm sure there's not, but let me open it a couple times and see what the deal is with that. I'll do middle finger flick. Very nice on that. Ooh, feels good in the hand too. And thumb, easy to use the thumb. Boy, that is really smooth. Easy to use that. So far, I think probably the thumb opening is the one that I would use the least, just because you have to kind of get in there. But let's see the front flipper. Definitely front flipper-able. So very usable. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 opening methods, at least 3. Well, and then sometimes, you know, people consider the button lock itself an opening method. Press the button lock and swing it open. So 5 opening methods. That's a lot of opening methods. And then another cool thing about this knife, as you can see, is it's an S35 VN. So you've got pretty high-end materials here. Now, I think that this handle material is really cool. I would consider it high-end. And then S35 VN, certainly a great steel, one of my favorite steels. So that's really cool to have those high-end materials. Let's see about the lock. So first of all, no forward and back play. Let's see about, I'm going to do a light spine whack. I know people hate spine whack tests, but you know, and are you hitting your knife like that in regular use? No. But to me, it is something that's kind of like a standard test for a knife that the market has kind of decided a knife should pass. So I think we're good. I think it's going to pass the spine whack test. So that's nice. I did get a Vosteed Raccoon that didn't really pass the spine whack test. So it's great that this does. It is also nicely centered and sits nice and deep within the frame, so you don't have to worry about catching the tip on your finger or your pants or whatever. Let's see about blade play side to side. Super solid. So no play at all. So this is just a really, really smooth knife. So again, very nice. Very smooth. Really, really smooth. Yeah, definitely very smooth. More so than some other knives in this kind of, I don't know, bracket. The ergonomics feel good also. So you can see my index finger sits right here in this pocket, and then I do get a full 4-finger grip. My pinky sits pretty much on the handle there. And then you could also choke up. I feel like this seems like a pretty reasonable grip, also choking up. But down here, it's got a nice thumb ramp. My thumb fits pretty nicely into that there. And then as for the blade, you can see it's this kind of compound grind. It has what looks like a hollow grind here for this straight edge, and then a kind of modified Tonto with the curved edge here, and a flat grind on that kind of forward edge, you might call it. The edge itself feels good, looks pretty even. So yeah, at cold grind, I actually don't know that I have any compound grinds like this right now. So I'm excited to try it out, see if it's, you know, something that I see a difference in use with this. But very, very smooth. I want to just show you that a couple times. And a pretty like slender knife, I would say, for the size. It's not a small knife, not a short knife, but definitely not an overly bulky knife. So I think that that's pretty cool too. You know, you get a good amount of blade out of the total like pocket real estate that this is using up. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. I think that it will be interesting to carry and use this and see how it cuts, see how that compound grind does. Vosteed certainly, you know, makes a nice knife. I have checked out a good number of their knives and been, you know, generally really impressed. And this is one of the higher end of their knives that I've checked out. So I'm excited to get to actually like put it to use and do a full review. So speaking of which, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, click the bell and select all so you know when I post new videos. I want to thank everyone at Vosteed for giving me the opportunity to check this knife out. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave any comments below. Check out my website, knifethoughts.com, where I post articles on knives like this and knife-related topics. And last but not least, as always, don't forget to go out and do good.